Yo, what up, it's Don.
Sammy Lee here.
Soul Brothers back up in it.
Ooh, the shoe that's supposed to replace the Hyperdunk. Is it nice?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the premium version of the Hyperdunk. It's $180 freaking dollars. Really expensive in our book, especially since there are really good performers for around 120 bucks. So should you cop it? We'll find out in this review. If you guys want to cop, we'll leave a link in the description box. Let's get it started off with the traction. So the traction on this ALPHADUNK, specifically this colorway, is translucent. I haven't seen the other colorways and I'm not sure if they're solid or translucent, but you know, this is very translucent. It's like a circle pattern in the forefoot and lines in the heel. And the traction was good on the clean court. If you're playing on a really clean court, there's not a speck of dust on it. Good bite. I did find it sliding just a little bit, like kind of like the Jordan 31, just a little bit. Nothing horrible, but it still felt good and good grip. Like it's just like, you know, when you're going forward, it's just, you know,
Right.
and it's just like, it's weird when you slide just a little bit, but when you're going laterally, it had a really good stop. Kind of weird.
Well, there's not like, I feel like there's more direction going the opposite way than this way.
Exactly. I don't know.
That might have something to do with it, or maybe it's just the compound.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So if you're playing on a clean court, pristine court, you should be good. Dust is where this shoe sucks. So you know, we play on 24-hour fitness courts, it's super dirty, and sometimes it's kind of clean, but it's never like really clean. And I never had a good day on this. Never, like.
Really?
And then it picks up dust really fast. And then after it picks up dust, you know, you're supposed to wipe. And then if the wipe is, you know, pretty like really easy, it's a really easy wipe, I don't mind wiping, you know?
Yeah.
But this shoe, it's like
stuck on there.
Yeah, like if you look at the video, I'm like really trying to wipe off that dust.
Yeah.
It's just stays on there. You have to like really pick it off with your nail and like, you know, all the dust and dirt, you know, that gets stuck on this. Really hard to wipe off. And then I just literally, for the two shots of, you know, dusty traction and clean court traction, was like a few steps.
Yeah.
So like I like really cleaned it off, you know, like picking all the dirt off and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's clean. And I had some few good stops, and literally I took a few steps after, and then I got a little bit of dust on it, and then you see the result on dusty court, and it's just horrible. Like it does not stick at all. I was sliding around, just really bad. So I don't think I've ever had a traction so bad on dust.
Wow.
Yeah. So like, you know, like just.
I mean, that's not looking good right there.
No, dude. Like fast dust pickup, hard to wipe off, and once there's dust stuck on it, it's like you're slipping out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So dust really bad. Durability seems okay. I mean.
Yeah, it's halfway of a, you know, it's pretty hard rubber.
Yeah. So
you should be decent on outdoor courts, but
there is fraying though.
Yeah, there is some fraying.
There is, especially like on the edges. But nothing's like ripping or anything. So outdoor use, the occasional outdoor use should be okay. You know. So yeah, traction, it was horrible. And also this traction is super squeaky. Like I like that squeaky traction.
Yeah.
It's nice, but you know, the grip just wasn't good. Alright, moving on to the curvature of the outsole / heel to toe transition. Because of this zoom unit, I thought, you know, I was like, oh, this would seem super stiff, and it is. But, you know, it just, there's something about it where it didn't feel like crazy stiff compared to like the LeBron 10 and like the KD6. Don't get me wrong, it's like, it's not as fluid and as smooth as like other shoes like the Zoom Freak 1 and stuff like that, like PG3s, but it felt okay. There's a little bit of a curved shape in the heel, so it helps a little bit with that. It doesn't feel as clunky in the heel, but it still kind of slaps because the midsole doesn't really want to bend at all. So it kind of like slaps, but then there's a little bit of a curve, very minor curve.
Yeah.
Nike
super mellow.
Yeah, Nike usually doesn't do that. They usually have a more curved shape, but you know, not the best heel to toe transition, but and it's a little stiff compared to most shoes. But it wasn't as horrible as I thought it'd be.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to the cushion / midsole. Very interesting. So you have a extremely large forefoot, extremely large volume forefoot zoom unit.
Yes.
And it is nice.
Real nice.
It's thick. You know, they cage it a lot on this lateral side, They put a big plastic piece if you watch our dismantle video.
Yes.
Which does help with some stability.
Yep.
Yeah. But and then the rest of the foam is what?
It's just Phylon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Phylon. The zoom unit feels like the KD9, the LeBron 10, and the KD6 Elite, but obviously just in the forefoot. It's bouncy, and impact protection is great. You can definitely feel the bounce in the zoom. It doesn't feel like crazy fast though. It feels a little bit slower. I don't know. Maybe it's because the PSI in the zoom bag isn't as high as I'm used to or something. So it felt a little bit more like slower in the bounce, but it's still like not mushy. You know, it's still nice, but it's just like compared to like the LeBron 10 and stuff. You know, obviously court feel isn't very good. You know, so you're not gonna get good court feel. Impact protection is really good though. You're gonna be, you know, if you're landing really hard and stuff, you're gonna be good to go. The responsiveness, I would say, is still pretty good. You know, you don't feel super slow. You know, it doesn't feel super mushy or anything. You know, so everything is nice. I really like the cushion setup besides the court feel. The court feel wasn't very good, and also like they made it pretty damn thick, which we'll get into in like heavy, like bulkiness and like the weight of the shoe. But yeah, I feel like they made it a little too much big and stuff here in the heel. They kind of like took a lot of stuff from Adidas, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah. So the cushion is nice besides the court feel, in my opinion. So there's that.
All right, upper slash materials. You know, it's very rough.
Yeah,
it feels like crazy rough in the hand.
Yeah, it feels weird. Dude.
Yeah, it's a weird material.
They're calling it a re-engineered Flyknit. It's literally just Flyknit, and it has this raised dimple pattern.
Yeah,
it looks really ugly. I hate it. I hate the way this looks.
And it has like a TPU glaze over it. Yeah, almost like a plastic light glaze over the whole material.
Yeah,
that gives it even a rougher feel, and even it doesn't really feel like soft like Flyknit.
Yeah, I mean it's soft in the way of like it conforms to your foot and moves easily, but like the texture doesn't feel soft, you know. But yeah, that's just me nitpicking. On foot it feels great. It doesn't feel like crazy thick compared to like the LeBron 16s and stuff, but also doesn't feel like crazy minimal like the Curry 6. So I'd say it's more on the thicker side of material, so it definitely doesn't feel super minimal. But you know, it's supportive. You know, it's soft. Like it conforms to your foot well and all that. So I'm not super mad at it. The tongue is just an independently, you know, it's just an independent tongue, free flowing tongue.
And like I'm talking like full free flowing.
Yeah, it's not connected to anything.
Like there's not even a strap holding it in place, which is not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and then you got some fly wire, you know, and then obviously we saw in the dismantling it goes all the way underneath the material for better lockdown and stuff like that. And then you have this weird synthetic leather type of material here.
Yo, it's like a vinyl.
Yeah, I don't.
It's like a shiny vinyl.
It's too much, man. So
but and then the heel ankle area is just like a normal synthetic. Nothing great.
I mean, I think they did it a little bit better than the LeBron 16 as far as like keeping the support there and making it a little bit thinner. But you know, the aesthetics and like just the way it feels in hand doesn't mean on with that, you know?
For sure.
But on foot it feels good, you know? Alright, moving on to the fit. Go true to size, you should be fine. In the toe area, it's pretty snug. It felt good. And it is Flyknit. It did stretch out just a little bit. So if it's a little tight for you, you should be okay. It'll stretch out over time. You know, give it like a week or two. The midfoot was really bad, like especially right here where the first eyelet starts. It's just, it was like kind of roomy right there. And then you see how small that, it's like not even, it's not wide at all. So I tried to tighten it, but really didn't like want to tighten and like kind of scrunched over. So like this midfoot part didn't feel super locked down for me, and like the fit right there didn't feel good. The fit in the toe area and all that felt good. Width wise, I would say it's like normal. It's not crazy wide or crazy narrow or anything like that. So if you have a normal foot, you should be okay going true to size. If you want it super snug, you can go down half a size if you would like. And I think that's what I should have done, because I like a super snug fit, but you should be fine. It's true to size.
Support and lockdown.
Support and lockdown was good. Nothing really comes up here for lateral containment, lateral support. So I did feel like my foot hitting the
material.
Yeah, the material and kind of like rolling.
Overflowing a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, the material is like really supportive, so I was okay. But I mean, if you're heavier and really shifty, I think you would feel it a lot more than me. So just watch out for that. Ankle support also was pretty good. You know, it's basically like a high, mid-high, whatever. And not the best ankle restriction, but it was there. And if you like to have something like on your ankle, then it feels pretty good.
All right, touching on weight.
Yes.
Not gonna be the lightest.
All right, 14.22. Yeah, super heavy. Very. It's not very bulky, but it's pretty bulky feeling, especially in the ankle area. And then the midsole feels kind of chunky as well. I mean, if you're playing on a really clean court, you know, you're gonna feel responsive. Traction is good, and you know that 4-foot zoom unit is gonna help you feel bouncy and stuff like that. But yeah, it's still like not. It's not a minimal shoe at all.
No.
Yeah.
Stepping comfort.
Stepping comfort, very comfortable. You know, the heel. I mean, it's just a regular Phylon, but there still is a little bit of compression there. It's not stiff like a Kyrie Flytrap Phylon. And then you already know the 4-foot zoom unit is very comfortable, and the materials feel nice on foot. So casually walking around, very comfortable.
Braking time.
Braking time, nothing really. You don't really need to brake in anything. Traction doesn't really get better. Cushion you feel right away. Materials are soft, so.
Durability should be decent, right?
Yeah. It feels tanky. It feels like it'll last a while.
Ventilation.
Hot.
Right.
Super hot. Yes.
Aesthetics.
Nope.
These
are ugly, man. It looks like a boot. I don't like this colorway too much, and then the Flyknit pattern / material just looks so ugly, you know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess let's wrap it up. $180.
No. Okay, especially for $180, don't get it. It feels like a boot. It feels like I mean, like I said, it doesn't feel super clunky like the Jordan 12, you know. And stuff like that, but it's not as fluid and like as soft as I would like. Traction was horrible. I think they were gearing it toward like big men, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're a big dude, you should be fine with this, you know, if you're just posting up and, you know.
Unless you're real big and you're shifty.
Yeah, that's true.
You're rolling out of the footbed at all.
Yeah, but if you're doing those types of moves, you should be fine in this, and cushion's nice, you know, it's comfortable and stuff like that. But I think that's about it.
Yeah.
But like for $180 as well, nah, I'm not seeing it. And I didn't really like playing these too much, man.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. So not recommended, especially at this price. If it was on sale for like $120, still wouldn't recommend it. Ooh. I did not like playing the shoe at all.
Yeah.
So there you go. We'll leave a link in the description box if you guys want to cop, but I recommend that you don't. But that's the Alpha Dunk review. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.